Sheesh. Here's chaotic. Gosh, man. It's all good. Hello, hello, hello to everybody watching this. I know that this live is... What's going on, Abraham? How are you? I know that this live is later than usual, but it's been a really busy day, and I wanted to hop on before bed. Jadalia, how's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing really well. I've been outside for a lot of the day for like the past week or so, and I love being out in the sun, so I've been enjoying my time. Ahmed, how are you? It's good seeing you guys too. It's been a minute since I've been on live, but I'm ready to have some good conversations for a bit, answer any questions. If there's any gold chain enthusiasts, I'd love to talk about that. Views, what's going on? I always see you. Hi, Junior. How's it going, everybody? Good to see you guys awake, you know? I feel like, I remember last time I was on live around this time, it was like 3 in the morning, people's time. So I did, it's right here. It's right here. I decided to go with a rope chain. It was like a half thing. So half of it was from me and the other half, because my birthday was, I got this for like my birthday gift. So it was also from some people that I love very dearly. Ask me your questions. Good morning. Good morning. It looks, thank you. Thank you. You know, man, I do want to kind of layer it with other things, or I don't know, dude. It's just like once you get started with one, it's like you kind of want to see more things. But what do you guys think of the Franco? Have you ever had a Franco before? Hi, Montrese. How are you? This is a rope diamond cut, but I was seeing those diamond cut Francos, and I feel like having two the same size, well, like same length at least, would be a fire look. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Glad to see you all as well. Thank you, Jonathan. Hey, I bought Roja Oceania. How do you like it, Rachel? How do you enjoy the fragrance? I actually talked about that one today, and I'll post the short right after I do this live. But hi, Brianna. Hi, Salt and Pepper Queen. All hail the Salt Queen. I appreciate you. You guys are funny, Salt and Pepper. Rihanna, how's it going? It is late, but it's all good. Oud Orange Intense. Which brand is that from? Diamond cut rope is fine. I do love it. You know, gosh, it'd be sick to get like a 4, but I feel like the 3 is subtle enough, you know what I mean? That like when I wear this out in the sun, it still catches that light, but it's not too obnoxious, you know? If you kind of watched like when I used to wear that Cuban, like the 7mm, I really loved it when I did wear it, but now kind of looking back, it's like, oh man, that might be a bit like too much for me. So if I ever get like, you know, when I get a solid Cuban in the future, I would want it to be like maybe a 4 or 5mm, you know, kind of keep it a bit subtle. You love it. Yes, yes. I uploaded my first fragrance video last week. Thanks for the inspiration. I love that. I would love to watch your video and show you some love as well. I hope that your channel grows more and more and more every single day. Is Tom Ford Oud Wood good in this California weather? Hell yeah, it is. What do I think of Missoni Wave? I have not tried that fragrance yet. Yo, I saw you got your first chain. That shine on it just hits different. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, oh man, I really do enjoy it. Again, let me know if you have any layering tips or if you have any other chain looks that you think would be really nice with this. Just because, I mean, I was looking at the flat curves, but if I get a flat curve, I would want it like an 18. But if I have a sweater that I'm wearing like this, I wouldn't wear it over it, you know what I mean? Because it's going to dangle a bit too long for my liking. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Thoughts on the Nuit de l'Homme? Oh, you're asking about the Parfum. I have only tried the EDT, and it's so good. Got me a Cuban link chain, 24 inches platinum, bro. That's sick. Hi, babe. Babe's here. Everybody say hi to Gabrielle. She's playing some Call of Duty right now. She's a beast at gaming. I just got, yeah, man, Cubans are just so timeless, though. I really do like the look of them. And when I need to say when, you know, speak it into existence. When that time comes and I get it, you know, I might layer it, but what I've noticed with the Cubans is that they kind of like to be by themselves. When I've tried layering them, they don't look as good, except with the rope, actually. With rope chains, Like, because I had this one a bit higher, and then the Cuban was an 18, and it looked really good. I love 1 Million Lucky. Yeah, 1 Million Lucky is my favorite flanker from that lineup. Yes, Junior. Absolutely. Linui Dulum is perfect for California weather. Anytime we talk about Cuban links, shout out to Rakim. Ooh, who's that? I gotta check that stuff out. Man, yeah, it's a chill type of night. Like, I was out a lot this afternoon, so it's just kind of, kind of drains your energy a little bit. Then I made some dinner, and I was trying to relax after dinner, but then I kind of got randomly inspired to go on live, so it's just like, all right, let me get back on this. Favorite fragrance for spring? Man, there's a lot of good ones. Well, I stay rotating, to be honest. Like, I love Elysium and Salt and Pepper. That combination has been my favorite, like, smell. Like, for like all summer, that is exactly what I'm wearing. And I actually got a DM from somebody, I think a couple days ago, and he's like, I bought Salt and Pepper and Elysium, and I layered the two of them with Molecula 1, and he's like, if I may say, you smell amazing, because he tried it on himself, and I'm like, I'm telling you, that combination is killer. So that's been my favorite summer fragrance. I know that fragrance is. I know you said spring, but to be honest, here in Southern California, like, it's kind of the same year round, you know what I mean? So the two fragrances that I'm wearing now are still scents that I would wear in the springtime. Easily, 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 easily. He's a rapper. Oh, cool. Oh, okay, I know it. Okay, I got you. Favorite Bond 9. Okay, if we're being totally honest, I haven't really found a Bond 9 scent that I really rock with, okay? Now, I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm saying, let's take Scent of Peace, for example, the masculine one. Smells good, you know it's gonna be a compliment getter, but it just reminded me so much of that Aventus pineapple that I was like, even I still prefer, like, the smell of Cedroc Rosé over it, so it wasn't really that much of a standout. My girlfriend wore, I think, West Side, and that one was really nice, but there's just other fragrances she wears that I love a lot better. So, unfortunately, the Bond 9 scents have kind of just been in that mid-tier, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Fragrance du Bois. I would love to try that house. I hear it's mainly oud. Is that correct? That a lot of their fragrances have oud in them? Or is that House of Oud? I'm sure House of Oud has oud in it. Come on now. It's in the name. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Tuxedo versus Oud Symphony thoughts. Oh man, those are two totally different fragrances. Like, Oud Symphony, I will say, if you're going for performance, easily Oud Symphony. I think Tuxedo still has solid performance, at least when you spray it on clothes, but it's not as, like, it's not something that easily lasts on everybody over 8 hours, you know what I mean? Or a majority of people. For me, I could still smell it on myself after that time. I still get compliments on it. But for a lot of people that have messaged me after buying that fragrance, they have a hard time smelling it on themselves after 5 to 6 hours, But Oud Symphony is a beast. And also, it's a more fruity fragrance. With Tuxedo, it's more of this bourbon vanilla type of scent. But yeah, both bangers in their own right. 1000%. Bond 9 fragrances are just okay. I have to. Yeah, I feel that, Montrese. Exactly what I think. But yes, Cuban links need to be worn by themselves. Yeah, I see that. Kind of like I said earlier, I did wear the, before this piece came in, the 7mm vermeil piece from Jackson that I was wearing. I did layer it with another 3mm rope chain. And I loved that look because it wasn't, nothing was getting tangled up because there was still enough space between them. And that link was heavy enough where it wouldn't really get messy with anything else or tangled with anything else. So if I were to do it, then I would still keep this. Like, I have a feeling that the more jewelry kind of comes along as life goes on, this is definitely going to be a favorite of mine because it was the first one, so yeah, I love this one. I love it so much. All right, let's see. How have I tried Herod? Yeah, I have tried Herod. Okay. Gabrielle hates Herod. Yeah, she says that so many times. But the thing is, I don't even really love Side Effect, but you'll hear me recommending it because I know it bangs. Like, it's just one of those things that, when you hear a catchy song on the radio that you're like, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I know the masses, everybody else is going to love it, and I'm going to hear it everywhere. That's kind of how I feel about Side Effect. You know what I mean? So I give it that kind of love where I'm like, I'll recommend it because I know people will go nuts over it because it's just that type of fragrance. But with Harrod, unfortunately, it is not my personal cup of tea. All right, let's get to more of these questions. Would you say wearing lotion then putting on a fragrance affects anything? Yeah, Don, I definitely always suggest to be moisturized before you put on fragrances. The thing is, a lot of people kind of come into my DMs complaining about performance of things, but they're spraying fragrances on dry skin, or they're spraying their scents on their throat, which kind of makes it very easy to go nose blind to things. So at the end of the day, the fragrance is still there, but you know, they can no longer detect it. But yeah, definitely apply, like, I mean, moisturize your skin. I was very surprised also because I made a video months ago. If you've been subscribed to my channel, then you'll remember this one. But I basically said, like, my morning routine, or like how I take care of myself, right? Where I was like, after I shower, or before I spray fragrances, after I shower, I moisturize my entire body, then I spray a fragrance. And I remember this guy was like, what, you're supposed to lotion after you shower? And I was like, what the fuck? This cannot be the the demographic I attract right now. There is no way, you know what I mean? But I was messing. It was only one person out of like, you know, the thousands. So most people were like, did you really have to make a video on this? And I was like, you would be surprised the kind of questions I get. You know what I'm saying? So I know sometimes things seem like they're common sense, but I make videos based on the questions I get. So it's not just me saying, oh, I'll make this, you know, in your face type of video. There's a reason for it. What's the alternative to Noir de Noir? Is there any? I would say another Tom Ford is Black Orchid. Doesn't smell exactly the same, but it has that truffled chocolate sort of smell that's similar in Noir de Noir, but instead of rose, it has gardenia. And it's a very sexy fragrance to a lot of people. Now, it is marketed as a women's fragrance. They're like, oh, it's for women, blah, blah, blah. Screw that. It is completely unisex. There are so many guys that wear that. It's kind of like Light Blue Intense for women, where it does not matter who wears it. You will not smell feminine. You're just going to smell absolutely amazing. So give that one a shot. Okay, let's see. Smart man, what's happening over here? La Nuit de l'Homme or Oud Wood? Shit. Right now I've been rocking Oud Wood more, but I have so much love for La Nuit de l'Homme. It's my favorite standard designer fragrance. I do love Light Blue Intense. Now, I have a special place in my heart for La Nuit because it's the oldest fragrance in my collection. Out of everything you see behind me, it's the number one. It is the number one. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I just wore non-scented lotion. I agree. Carlisle or Layton from PDM? Easily Carlisle, James. Hands down. Let's see. College fragrance for men you can recommend. Blue Agave by Precious Liquid. So fire. Okay. What are your thoughts on the OG Allure Homme Sport? Extreme is usually the one that's talked about. I don't believe I've tried the OG, Julian. I don't think that I have. But I need to, because apparently it's really good, you know. I'm down to. Hi, Sandra. How are you? See, Emily knows the truth. Blue Agave is so sexy. Blue Agave and Salt and Pepper fall in the same line where when women smell them, they go nuts. They're like, that is so sexy. They love it. But when dudes smell it, they're like, oh, there's nothing special, blah, blah, blah. Which is why I say in my videos, only wear these fragrances if you want compliments from women. If you're looking for something sexy to the masculine nose, then don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it's in the, what is it? They say the print is in the pudding. What the fuck they say about the pudding? The proof, that's what it is, the print. The proof is in the pudding. But yeah, see, Emily knows the deal. But Blue Agave, Salt and Pepper, fucking fantastic fresh fragrances. I do love them. Have I tried Royal Sapphire by Thameen? I haven't even tried Carved Oud from that house yet, and I really want to because they say that it smells like oud wood or better, but I haven't tried anything from that brand, unfortunately. You'd be surprised. Okay, what about, I'll go Tobacco Vanilla over Red Tobacco. Red tobacco is more of a fragrance that guys like on guys. I don't find it very attractive at all. Thoughts on Profundo. Okay, here's the thing, Smokey B. For the longest time, I said I haven't tried Profundo, I haven't tried Profundo, when in fact I have. It was during that day that I tried like 27, 30 fragrances at Sephora. And I was trying a bunch of them, right? And I told you that the standout was Mont Blanc Legend Spirit on the masculine side. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I smell Profundo, but I did. And that just goes to show that it was an incredibly forgettable fragrance. If like I could not really, like for months I was saying I've never smelled it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like, it's a fresh fragrance. It's again one of those things that you know if you buy it you're gonna get compliments on it, but I just don't find it to be that memorable. Yes, yes. Just why I man, that username takes me back to 2012. But thank you for the love. Let's see. Salt and pepper's the shit. Hell yeah, it is. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you agree. La Montete versus Tigar. Haven't tried Tigar yet, but La Montete is okay. Not my favorite from Louis Vuitton. Watching and listening while crocheting. That's a skill. That is a skill. I would love to learn how to crochet. You know what I mean? And I like the way that sounds. Crochet. I feel like, yeah, I like that. I've been wearing Blue Agave like every day. Emily knows the deal. You know that it smells amazing, especially in this heat. You know, the thing is, sometimes you just want a simple ass fragrance, and that's all there is to it. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people want that unique thing, that really polarizing, bold thing, but on a hot day, it's like sometimes you want to just go back to the basics, right? And it's just like, let me throw you on. I'm going to wear that, and you're just, it's an easygoing type of smell, and that's what I love about it. All right. First time wearing Blue Agave, I got a compliment from a lady at work. She was an older lady, but she really liked the smell. It gets all ranges, all ranges. Yeah, it's just that type of DNA. I'm glad that you got that compliment. And even at work, that's pretty unique because people don't really get compliments at work for their fragrances. So the fact that your coworker went out of her way to compliment you, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, you know, Ryan, I've been hearing a lot about Hypnotizing Fire, and I have talked to the harmonist, like this was maybe last year or something like that. And I wanted that fragrance, but they did it, it was sold out, so they're like, oh, we'll send you a different one, and I got Desired Earth. They sent me Desired Earth, and I was straight up like not a fan of that scent. It was very thick to me, but I would love to try Hypnotizing Fire. How's the projection and longevity of Rose Blanche? What I'll say, Sandra, is it is still a fresh fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be like a beast mode type of scent. But when I went for that walk in the park with Gabrielle and like the wind was going, I could definitely smell that on her. I think she had, I don't know how many sprays she did because she layered it with, no, she didn't layer it. She wore it by itself. But it was pretty good, like, it was pretty good projection, like an arm's length and a half away, or 2 arms lengths, I could smell her. And she did receive a couple compliments that day on that fragrance. I think my mom smelled her. And like when she walked by, she's like, somebody smells really good here, you know what I mean? So Rose Blanche, the longevity, what would you say it is, babe? How long did it last on you for? Because I could smell it on her past 6 hours. Like occasional whiffs, I'm not saying the whole entire time, but it was really nice. DT's here. DT's in the house. Very happy to see you. How you been? Have you tried a City on Fire? I have not. Is to get decants. Okay, for Asian swag, I love Max Roma. Scent Split also has some samples. As far as I know, Max Roma just does like the 8mm samples, which is kind of like the travel size ones. Let me see if it's kind of like this. Like not like the 2mls, like the bigger ones like that, and they'll last you a pretty good amount of time, you know what I mean? Especially if you're just if you don't spray too much of it, if you're not an oversprayer. But yeah, I love them. Naxos is amazing. I do love it. Scent of the Day Club Black, solid fragrance. I talked about that in my layering video that I made yesterday or the day before. Yesterday, yeah. And it's just a nice, sweet fragrance. This and Pie bang together. I will say That's my favorite sweet fragrance layering combination. And if you've been subscribed to my channel, then you know that I typically don't even like to layer because I want to enjoy the fragrances individually. But if I had to pick for the sweet scents, that, and pie for the fresh and clean, easily Elysium and Salt and Pepper. All right. Which one do you think is better? Oh, so I haven't tried the Pour Homme one, like the heavier concentrated one, but the cologne for me is totally fine. Like I love that. I'm not really itching to try the other version of it. In fact, when that Elysium that I have runs out, I'm gonna get a bottle of that same exact one. I'm not gonna even try to get the other one. I'm wearing Molecule 1. Finally got a sample. How do you like it? How do you like it, Brianna? Ordered Kajal by Lamar. Excited to smell it. Yeah, let me know what you think. Smells like sweet pineapple. Amazing scent. Wear it when the sun goes down. That shit's gonna smell really, really good. Okay. Let's see. Subject. Let me get more of these questions. Interesting to see how layering works. I thought you sprayed them on top of each other, not in different places. That made me consider OL and Polo Green. You can do whatever you want, because if you watch the video that I did, I also, like for me, I layer them on top of each other with the fresh and clean ones. With the sweet scents, they hit different, the two fragrances hit different spots, you know? So it's all about personal preference and seeing what works for you and how you like to smell your scents. So for me, it change it up depending on whatever I'm wearing. Never smelled Cedrat Rosé yet, but if I do, I'm gonna lean towards the intense. Okay, yeah, I would love to try the intense version of that fragrance. In fact, I was trying to get it on Max Aroma, but it was sold out. I think that a lot of people have really been buying it up, and I've heard nothing but love from it. So I'm excited to see what it smells like, or to smell what it smells like, and share my opinion with you all when that time comes. Tom Ford Bitter Peach isn't too sweet. I haven't tried that scent. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm scrolling on up. Cedrat Rosé sample smells way better than the Cedrat Rosé I bought. Not too sure why. So the sample smells better. Here's what I'll say. According to a few of my subscribers, Cedrat Rosé has like basically been reformulated. So it's not as strong or as intense as it once was, which is why they came out with the intense flanker of it. So it could be possible that you got a sample of the Cedrat Rosé, which is kind of like the one I have. But when you got a bottle of it, it was their newest formulation of the fragrance, which is why you kind of got put off with it. So that's just what I would assume. Get so many compliments from Parfums de Marly. Never mind. Parfums de Marly. Oh yeah, I haven't tried that scent. The only clone of a Tom Ford fragrance I've heard of is that Carved Oud fragrance, but I haven't tried it yet. I have been told that it's a banger. So, but I'm going to see. I would have to look on the brand's website. Yeah. Okay, what's everybody's favorite fragrance? Not their scent of the day, but their favorite scent that they have right now. And what, like if they can get any bottle for free, what would it be? Just so I can kind of get my gears turning. So if the opportunity arises for a giveaway, I'm like, okay, a lot of people want this one. So let me know what fragrance you are rocking that you love, your favorite, and what you want. Okay. My Cedrat Rosé got stronger the longer that it aged. You know, somebody mentioned that to me as well. I think they called it like, what is it, maturation or something, where you let it sit for a couple weeks or you let it sit longer and it's supposed to get better. Okay, Olive Vanilla 20 is my fave. I'd love a bottle of blue agave. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. You want a bottle of blue agave? Sweet. Elysium and Salt and Pepper got compliments. Hell yeah, it does. I'm glad that'll work for you too. Update. My most complimented fragrance is Libre Intense by YSL. I'm going to wear it on a first date tomorrow. Ooh, Sandra. I'm going on a date. That's exciting. Oh my gosh. That's super exciting. I hope you have a lot of fun. Stay safe. You know, make sure you send your location to a loved one, and then they could show up to the restaurant with like that mustache, you know what I mean, and just kind of make sure you're okay, but enjoy your time. Let's see, favorite, Alexandria too, but I rarely find a place to wear it. Yeah, that's a bougie ass fragrance for sure. And every night you're not really going to black tie events, you know what I'm saying? But shoot, if you like going for like evening walks, that would smell good. You like Blue Electric is your fave. You want Fabulous by Tom Ford. Okay, Blue Agave. Wow, so people want Blue Agave. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. It's turning. It's turning. Man, the thing is like, when I see this, it's like, oh, I want to do a giveaway right now, but it's like the other part of me is like, wait for a milestone, like your own, like, you know, like with 30K or something like that, then you can do another giveaway. Because I was talking to Gabrielle and she was super sweet and she's like, yeah, I'll give away a couple bottles. So we did like 3 giveaways back to back to back. The first one was for 25K. The other 2 were just for the hell of it because we want to give love back, you know what I mean? So for this one, it's like, okay, you know what? Let's wait for a milestone or something like that, and then we'll do it. But I will definitely keep Blue Agave in my mind for that, 1000%. Okay, Polo Green. Oh yeah, Elysium is great. Side Effect, you like Side Effect. Brianna, you're sweet. You're very sweet. Thank you. What's your favorite Raja besides Elysium? Oceania. And Zenani. Those are the only Raja fragrances I like. Like I said, Elysium is my favorite. Oceania, second favorite. The rest of them I do not wear. I do not touch. My least favorite fragrance in my collection. You know, there's a lot that I don't wear because they're not my favorites. But honestly, Sweetie Oud is just not my cup of tea whatsoever. Does it last long? Hell yeah, it does. But it just smells more like oud than it does a bakery. I think that was the letdown for me. I was excited to smell it because if you've ever seen that KFC commercial or something with those 2 old people, the grandpa and the grandma, and he's like buttery, crispy, flaky, like you know what I'm talking about. That's what I think. I thought it was gonna smell like a buttery, crispy, flaky pastry, but it was mainly oud. So I was kind of put off by that, but it's whatever. It's cool. Really interested to see how you would respond to the Armani Code line. Yeah, I would need to test it on myself. I have smelled Armani Code on this older gentleman who was like in his 60s, 70s at the hotel. And I complimented it. I'm like, you smell good. And he was like, thank you so much. It's Code by Armani. I was like, oh, you're sweet. You like Aventus? Okay. I'm actually trying to put on my cousin's boyfriend too because he was asking about Creed. You know what I mean? For the most part, people that aren't as into fragrances, when they think of status, they think of Creed because I think a lot of rappers, a lot of athletes use Creed. So that is like a status symbol for a lot of people. And my favorite, well, it's not even masculine. The Aventus Cologne is a unisex fragrance. But out of all the Aventuses, Aventus for her is good too. But that's the one I'd put them on. All right, let's see. Let me answer these ones up top. Favorite I've been wearing is Oud Mineral. Oh yeah, you've been telling me about that, Samantha. Also in love with Oud Symphony, but it's too hot and humid for you to wear it right now. Blue Agave would be a great giveaway. I love that. Okay, I think Blue Agave is probably going to be the next giveaway then. All right. But yeah, I feel you. Oud Symphony is a gorgeous fragrance, but the sun has to be setting in order to wear that thing. You know what I mean? Fave is La Nuit de l'Homme or La Nuit EDP. Okay, cool. Royal Sapphire. That's your next pickup. Sweet. Psychedelic Love. We got favorites. Prada L'Homme. Great fragrance. Hi, Abs. You're in Florida. How's it going? How's Florida? What's your go-to summer male unisex fragrance? Man, Junior, oh man, the reason I'm smiling like that is because I know everyone is probably knows what it is already, but Salt and Pepper. That is my favorite fragrance right now, especially with Elysium. But honestly, even by itself, that shit goes. I know a lot of rappers mention cologne and don't even wear it. They just say it because another rapper said it. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, fragrances are a big thing already, you know what I mean? And to some people, especially even with the standard designer ones, that's already a sign of like a status symbol because it's something that's Dior, Chanel, what is it, Prada, you know what I'm saying? But then I think the higher up you go and when you start recognizing niche fragrances and you see something with its price tag of like $350, $550, you think to yourself, okay, Like, I want to be able to be somebody that can attain that, you know, so. All right, Junior. Salt and Pepper is a fragrance by Precious Liquid. Right here. All right, this has been my go-to summer scent. And I can tell that you probably haven't, you might be newer to my channel, so you haven't seen my videos on it. But here's exactly what I'll say to you. All right, yeah, Drum Love already said that, but hey, it's all good. I don't care if you subscribed yesterday, right now, months ago. But that fragrance is a scent I only recommend to people that want compliments from women. If you want a fragrance that is sexy to the feminine nose, you get Salt and Pepper, all right? It's not gonna be sexy to the masculine nose, so if you're just gonna wear this at a sausage fest, then you're not, you know, you're gonna be disappointed, and you might message me being like, nobody complimented me. And it's like, well, you were at a sausage fest, you know what I'm saying? So this is a scent you wear if, you know, you, I don't know, you talk to more, what you're going to be around more women. So yeah, I love this fragrance. And it's just, it's super sexy. It's super sexy. And hell no, I don't like men. Come on, are you new here? You must be the new one here. No, I'm playing. I'm messing with you. But no, I got a girlfriend. She's great. She's great. But yeah, Salt and Pepper bangs. Yo, thank you for the tip, Views. What's going on? Showing appreciation. You bought 2 chains. Sweet. Blue Agave, Salt and Pepper, YSL Tuxedo off your recommendations. All bangers. Good looking out. Bro, you are just fucking hitting those tick marks of just amazingness. I love that. Great fragrances. You gotta let us know what chains you got, though. That's super important in this conversation going on right now. Do I ever like to wear fragrances before bed? I used to, when I would test out, to kind of even see longevity of it, of like, okay, let's see if I could smell this on myself in the morning, because then that would show that it's an 8-hour fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, but not as much anymore. When I'm with my girl, though, like sometimes, like I would, just because I know that she likes, you know, she likes that Salt and Pepper. She likes that Carlisle. Yeah, you get me, Junior. But yeah, like I've said, like I do have discount codes for this, so you get it for $20 off. Melissa20 if you want to show some love to the channel. You can buy where you're comfortable, but I will say all the other places have it at retail also. So, and for James too. Hi Bonnie, how's it going? But yeah, lovely, lovely fragrance. Again, discount code Melissa20 on the brand's website. That shit bangs. Least favorite fragrance from that house, though, it might be Amber Suede. Yeah, not really a fan of Amber Suede by Precious Liquid because it reminds me of airplane seats. So, not the biggest fan. All right, let's see. Hi. Man, I'm missing these questions. What's going on up here? Okay, can I wear Baccarat Rouge at the event rather than at home? Is it better? Yeah, you can wear Baccarat Rouge wherever you want to wear it. But what you said, is more better? Oh, I don't think you have to spray too much of Baccarat, honestly. Like, it will definitely last. Even if you can't smell it, you might go nose blind to it. But it's always 1:30 a.m. We've been playing board games for several hours. I love that. Hope you guys are playing some Monopoly abs. Okay, sorry, I was catching up on those. Let me go all the way to the bottom now. Oh, you mean spot on the event rather than before leaving? You can do that, Alan. What I would say is, like, for me, I spray them before I just leave the house in general. But if you have like a sample or something like that, then yeah, like once you hop out the car, you can apply your fragrance. Because if you're driving an hour and you're wearing a strong scent, then the people in your car around you might kind of be like, ugh, you know, what's a good frag to wear to Pound Town? Oh man. I'm like, I cannot lie to you. My favorite, like I've already said it so many times and you might get irritated with me. And Gabrielle already said it. Doesn't even have to come out of my mouth. But that shit goes crazy. Absolutely crazy. I love it. I love it. So you got W. Stop. No. Keep it humble. We keep it humble over here. Come on now. You guys know that. All right, let's see. Okay, on Insta, right? Okay, I feel like you guys are talking to each other. So that's not a question para mí. Okay, but if you want to test out a fragrance, going to sleep and then waking up is a good thing to do. Yes, that is good. But, you know, I mix it up. Before I have tested fragrances like that, but then I also test to see how they do when I'm out and about throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Because there are factors that can change the way it smells. Like if it's really warm outside, then that scent can turn into something different than how it smells if you just wear it to sleep. You know what I mean? So I add all those up together when I give you my opinion. I done buying it right now. Yeah, bro. Again, Melissa 20, get $20 off. Come on now. And the thing is, people have asked me, they're like, are you being sponsored by this brand? Is that why you're pushing it so hard? And it's like, no, I am not being sponsored by the brand. And it's like, if I was being sponsored by the brand, me making a video of fragrances I hate from that house would be a dumb ass move. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, with every single brand I talk to, just to kind of be very transparent with you all, I tell them I am going to give my authentic opinion with the fragrance. And if there's a chance where my followers can get a discount on something I enjoy, I want to hook them up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a win, win, win. A win for me, a win for the business, a win for the customer. You know what I'm saying? So I will always stay authentic with that. But yeah, like why wouldn't I want to hook up my subscribers with a discount code? You know, everybody else outside of you guys can pay full retail if they want to. But if you guys get $20 off, I'm gonna make sure you get $20 off. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it'd be stupid of me to not take advantage of that. So love those scents. All right, Lyra by Sershoff. It smells like a lemon what? Lemon cookie or lemon pie. I have not tried that. Every single time I see pie in a fragrance name, no, you know what? I won't. All right. The salt and pepper smell like salt and pepper. There's some saltiness to the fragrance, Junior, but to be honest, the pepper is more prominent throughout the wear of it, but it does have ambroxan in the scent to kind of help it push. So it's just a really mass appealing type of fragrance, hands down. Lovely, lovely scent. Herba Pura, no, I haven't. I would not want to be sponsored by anybody because I'm too honest. The thing is, like, I feel like if a brand wants to sponsor me, like, let's run it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't lie about liking a fragrance. And just because, honestly, that's not even me trying to, like, mess with you all. Like, you have seen my first impression videos when something is mid, when something is not enjoyable to me versus something that I like. So my face cannot hide that. You know what I mean? So I tell them. And there have been brands that were like, yeah, we want to do a sponsorship sort of thing. And I was like, great. And I would put, like, in parentheses, like, this has, like, I am going to be sharing my authentic opinion about the product. And it's like, well, we don't want any negative sort of, you know, feedback on it because we want to grow more exposure. And it's like, well, you have to trust your product. Your product has to do the talking. If you're already thinking that I'm going to say something good about it when I haven't smelled it, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? So there's been a lot of partnerships that I have missed out on because I choose the authenticity with my audience over a quick cash grab. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm here for the long game. I just, you know, like, I remember what it's like being on the other side of the screen, wanting somebody that has a similar taste to me. You know what I'm saying? So like even though that opportunity is there, I'm not even itching to try to take it, because if you're already that insecure about your fragrance, like if you don't believe in it that much and you're trying to convince me to not be honest about it, then fuck that. You know what I mean? So no. All right. Hook us up with the discount. All right, James. So for salt and pepper, for anything on the bougie line of Oud Symphony or Oud Precious Liquid, the discount is Melissa 20, Melissa 20, and you get $20 off. So when you type in Precious Liquid on Google, it's on their limited collection tab, because they have a tab for their scents with Blue Agave, which is like their typical standard fragrances, you know what I mean? But the limited collection is the bougie shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you find it, and that's where you get the $20 off. With the regular scents, you use Melissa 10 and you get $10 off, because the price point between the two is drastic. It's like an $100 price point. So for the ones that are like $125, you get $10 off with Melissa 10. With the 275 ones, you get $20 off with Melissa 20. You said that. Lovely. Thank you. Sounds like Salt and Pepper is a legit panty dropper. James, it is Pound Town certified. That's exactly what I'll say. Every single woman that has smelled it on me, I'm talking about strangers and people I know in real life that have smelled that have complimented me on it. This lady that when I remember this so well because this lady at Costco came up to me. I thought she was going to ask me where items were. I thought that she thought I worked at Costco, but she's like, "What perfume are you wearing? You walked past me and my husband and you just smelled so good, so I have to know what you're wearing." And then I told her and she was like, she was kind of like, where do I get that? Because she's only familiar with like Macy's, Ulta, Sephora. So I said it's a niche brand. So I'm telling you, the fragrances I'm talking to you guys about, people in the real world do not know about them. So even if people want to wear them, they're not going to know where to get them. And on top of that, if they find out where to get it, they're not going to have a discount code like you guys will. So get them, like, save the money if you can. You know what I mean? All right, let me answer more of these questions. I heard carved oud. Yeah, I heard about that one too. Your honesty and taste is why I rock with you. Oh, thank you. I've been watching frag reviewers for a year, but your take on things gets closer to what I'm after in my own style. I love that. And the thing is, I try to make it as relatable to people as possible. So I'll have videos based on scent. So like my favorite pineapple fragrances. And then I'll also have videos about like, you know, fragrances for like people that want to smell mysterious, you know what I mean? Or fragrances associated with personality. So I have a video for introverts, a video for extroverts, a video for like, people that like to go party, people that are more like whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because sometimes people don't know exactly what they want to smell like, but they know the image they're trying to attain. So it's always easier to put the visual and then be like, okay, I want to smell like that, So hopefully that helps. All right. You got salt. Let's see. Ben says, I got salt and pepper. I agree. It's pretty nice. Love that. Thank you, James. And thank you, Ben. Trying to decide between Molecule 1 and salt and pepper. Yeah, Molecule 1 is a lot. It's significantly cheaper. The thing is, like, you really can't compare those fragrances at all. Molecule 1 is an ISO-E super fragrance, enhances your skin chemistry. Salt and pepper is the mass appealing sort of scent. Here's the drawback between both, all right? The drawback with Molecule 1 is that it's a gamble fragrance, meaning that it completely depends on your skin chemistry. Because if you hear people online talk about it like myself, I've been told by people that I smell clean and it's just like very addictive, right? But some people get Molecule 1 and others tell them they smell like handrails or they smell like a hamster's cage and shit like that. So that's a very real aspect. I remember some girl said she smelled like rust and her boyfriend smelled like copper with the fragrance. So it's a hit and miss. Totally depends on your skin chemistry. Now, the drawback, but the good thing is it's cheaper, right? The drawback with salt and pepper to some people is the price, but if we're talking niche fragrances, then you know that paying upwards of $250, it's a given for the most part. You're not going to be like, oh, when you see that kind of price tag, you know what I mean? But I don't recommend salt and pepper to people looking for a bold, unique fragrance, because it's a mass appealing scent. You know what I mean? So that's somewhat of the drawback. Yes, it's marketed as a unisex fragrance. I mean, I myself wear it, but it is more on the masculine side. African leather, a better fragrance in the air than up close. It smells a lot more smooth in the air, but definitely a nice, like, kind of like Egypt by 8 and Bob, has a sexy desert type of feel to it. All right, let me catch up with these. Yeah, Brianna, I believe that. Your fragrances give you the thumbs up. Stop. All right, do a Zodiac fragrance video. That would be fire. You know what? I'd be down. The thing is, Mr. Sincerity, I don't know too much about Zodiac signs. I've had some, like, followers that have tried to educate me, and I do my best to really listen. But it's like, you can't learn it all in one go. What I know for sure is that I am a Cancer sun, a Capricorn moon, and I think an Aries rising. I don't know what the last two mean, but that sounds pretty fucking cool to me. So I think, it's a good thing. Hi, Zane. How are you? The X-Straight or the 540. Oof. Alan, I have a sample of the X-Straight here, but I haven't even tried it yet. I don't know where it went. It kind of disappeared on me. But the OG Baccarat already pulls a ton of compliments. But if you live next to Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus or Bloomingdale's, they have both there, I believe. Oops. Would you be open to doing splits or decants in the near future? Maybe, to be honest, I mean, like, I would rather just do giveaways. You know what I'm saying? Like, why give a sample of something if I can give away a bottle? You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm doing. So I would rather give my followers a full size bottle. All right, let's see. Are Club de Nuit Intense and Prada Luna Rosa Black gonna get me covered for the whole year? Yes. You got a nice, fresh, and clean fragrance with performance. You got a nice, sweet scent. I will say you have two really good performing fragrances. So if you want to round off your collection with something that's a bit of a softer scent that you can wear to work or wear on like date night so it's not too in your face, you can do that, but your setup is fine. Those are perfect, absolutely perfect. How do you organize your samples? Well, Mercedes-Benz sent me their fragrance. It's the woman in red or lady in red fragrance. And I just keep all my samples in that box. So they are not as organized as they should be, but it keeps them all in one place, and that's what matters. Okay, recommended beach frag, blue agave. Literally wore that to the beach the other, I think it was last week or a few days ago, something like that. I wore that out, and that shit smelled so good. Got a compliment on that fragrance. All right, you're doing fine, that's good. I always worry I put on too much. Oh, can you explain how layering should be? Okay, so Ben, I actually made a recent video on this. I made it yesterday about how to layer fragrances. So you can type in my name or click my channel and scroll down to that video, and I show you exactly how I spray it. Exactly how I spray it. Okay. Santal blush. I would love to try that. Dude, my hair is getting longer. No lie, it was before, like, there was, I think I cut it like months ago and it was like up to here and it's already like that. So my hair does grow pretty fast, but I like that. I like that. I need to cut it soon though. You got a sample of Comme des Garçons. Nice. Nice. You got a bottle of Aventus and it's so watered down. Oh, sorry to hear that, Logan. That's kind of what I talked about in the video I did about my thoughts on the House of Creed. And it's no hate to the House of Creed because I think there's a reason why they're so established in the game. But there's just so many inconsistencies with the fragrance batches that, I mean, if you're going to put down $350 on a bottle of Aventus and that shit only lasts 3 hours on you, but, you know, and it's a gamble, right? Because you might get a bottle that is not a beast mode scent, but one that definitely performs over 6 hours. So it just sucks that it plays Russian roulette with you like that. You know what I mean? Which is why I'm not the biggest advocate of Creed. Their fragrances do smell nice, but performance is just a little bit, it's the drawback for me. Hi, your hair looks so healthy. Thank you, Emily. Thank you. You know what? I did run out of like the shampoo I was using, so I've been using a 2-in-1, which Gabrielle was very disappointed in when she came over. She was like, "You're using a 2-in-1?" I was like, "I know, all right," but for me, it's like you want to use what you got. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy like a $70 shampoo when a Garnier Fructis is right in my cabinet. You know what I mean? So, L'Homme is a great fragrance. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a trashy nose, but I can't find any Creed that has bowled me over. No, it's totally okay. This is the whole point. This is the beautiful thing about fragrances, is that it's subjective, and what you find amazing, other people might not, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about finding what you like, which is why I can never, when people say, "What's the best fragrance house?" It's hard for me to say because that's like asking what is the best color. If you think the whole world is going to agree on green, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It is not an objective opinion. So, all right, let's see. I feel like I'm so low on this. I lowered the seat. I don't know if you guys remember that show on, what was it? It was like on what is that? It was either on BET or something like this. Like the fuck, I can't remember, but it was like that midget. It was like a love, like, you know what I mean, like a reality show and stuff like that. And you know how they kind of talk to the camera in between the stuff, like with a white background. So like the girl was talking, then it like flipped to the midget, and he was like in the corner of the screen. Does anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? Hi, babe. Hi. As a straight dude, I feel even more pathetic complaining about it. About what? That you don't like Creed fragrances? What you talking about? Was he? No, no, I don't think it was how they. If I can only buy one, which would you? Okay, hold on. You're gonna retype that question. Cool, cool. Have I smelled ombre leather? Only on a test strip. So I don't. I'm not making my video on that until I smell that on skin. Is it myrrh? Yeah, it's myrrh. Yes, 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 yes. You guys see, I'm glad everybody here knows what I'm talking about, because that shit was so funny, and they did them dirty though. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for that, but like they knew what they were doing, because that shit went viral and everybody was cracking up about it. But yeah, I remember Twitter was having a field day. And to be honest, I haven't been on Twitter as often, but in terms of social media apps, Twitter is still like top tier in my opinion, because whatever happens on Twitter goes viral on all the platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, Twitter is the trailblazer. So I love Twitter. All right. Let's see. If you could only buy one, Elysium or Roja. No, Elysium or Oceania. Oh, I would get Elysium. That's my favorite. It's funny you say that, though, because those are my two favorite fragrances from that house. Hello. Twitter has been freaking out about all the new Marvel content. Bro, I saw the trailer for the new Black Panther, and that looks fire. Did you get the same? Oh, hi, Jones. Bro, what's with the profile picture? The same which one, Jones? Do you own a diptyque perfume? I do not, but I do have a lot of subscribers that have, or followers on TikTok that say I need to try Philosophos. Did you get another bottle for the one you gave me? No, I didn't. I did not. Don't worry, Jones. That was all for you. I made a lot of videos about that one before when I first got it, so we're all covered. But yeah, so I gave my my cousin that's going into high school the bottle of First Instinct by Abercrombie and Fitch, because he's like, yeah, I wanna start getting into fragrances, and I was like, this would be a perfect one. You know what I mean? It smells good. It's youthful. There's been some teenagers that are like, Melissa, like, I'm 14 and I'm gonna buy like red tobacco. And it's like, I get that you're trying to flex, but that shit is not gonna smell good to a 14-year-old girl. You're gonna smell like her father. And that's gonna just immediately turn her off. So like, I just highly suggest to stay away from grown-ass fragrances at that sort of age. You know what I mean? Wear shit that's like youthful, that's fun, that's flirty. Don't be wearing something that's like, I am a stockbroker and I'm 50 going through a midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? Just try to stay away from those. All right. I'm 38 as you're speaking. You know what? 38's young. You're in your 30s. Even, 40s is young. To be honest, my whole perspective on age has changed. Like, I know that there's people that once they hit 18, 19, they're like, oh, I'm so old, and they complain about that shit. But it's like, I don't know, me being 27 right now and I see people doing that, I'm like, man, they're super young, So that's why for me it's like, no. When people my age are like, oh, we're old, I'm like, I don't feel like that. I feel like shit is just really like, I'm not tripping about that. You know what I mean? I think people are so like desperate to try to appear older and be like, oh, I'm mature, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know. If you're trying too hard doing that, then you're not really as mature as you think you are, Let's see. Clive Christian, 1872. No, I tried. The one that I have here is X. X by Clive Christian. Smells like an old Hollywood actress. Yeah. 27. I thought you were 20. Yeah, I am 27. I turned 27 on 7/11. It's my birthday, 7/11. I'll always get a text that's like, don't forget to get that Slurpee. And it always brings a smile to my face. Because I'm like, yeah, I should. But the thing is, last time I tried to get a Slurpee on my birthday at 7-Eleven, the manager like chased me out and was like, you're supposed to only get the small size. And I'm like, but you guys gave me the giant size because it's my birthday. So they're trying to get me to like pay for something. And I'm like, you said it was free, you know, so I continued walking. I'm like, no, what are you gonna do? Call the cops on me? Like, please. All right, let's see. Do I like YSL EDP? Yeah, I do. That's a great fragrance. I highly recommend that one for a good designer scent. What's more fresh, Oceania or Elysium? Oh, they're both fresh. Okay, to break it down to you, Elysium is fresh and sexy. Oceania is straight up fresh. I smelled Pegasus exclusive today and it blew me away. It's better than Carlisle. Oof, I'm gonna completely disagree with that. But I do like Pegasus exclusive over Leighton exclusive and over the OG Pegasus. So I'm glad you enjoy the fragrance. All right. Elysium versus Gentle Fluidity Silver. Easily Elysium. Bought Pie today. Can't wait for it to arrive soon. I love that. Pie also is a nice price point. I got this bottle. This is 100 ml for $40. $40. You know, and I saw like recently, I think that the last link I had, it was around 65, but it fluctuates between 50. And I remember when Gabrielle first came and she saw this in my collection, she was like, oh my God, I love Pie. And she is not the first like woman to say that. You know what I mean? Even my cousin that came in here, she was like, oh, that's Pie. I love it. So it has, like, this fragrance has a lot of women in a chokehold. Has a lot of women in a chokehold. All right. I find Pegasus exclusive similar to Carlisle. They both have a dark, smoky, sweet feel. I get that. I do feel like it's the base, it's the dry down of the fragrance, but I love the uniqueness I love the complexity that the exclusive offers with Pegasus. It's really, really nice. South Africa in the house. We love that. Zanelli, thank you for stopping by and showing love. I paid $50 for a tester. Hell yeah, that's a great deal. I love that. I mean, $50, I mean, let's compare that to a majority of standard designer scents that will run you like $130. So you definitely won. Have I tried Angel Share by Kilian? I have. And I love it. It smells so damn good. Really nice fragrance. Yeah, a lot of people love that instant crush. Love that. Let's see. Profumo versus Elysium. Honestly, Elysium is one of there's only one fragrance that Elysium would lose to in the fresh and clean category for me. And I'm sure everybody here knows what it is. Jimmy's in the house. Mr. Costa Rica's here. How you doing, Jimmy? How's everything going? African leather, yeah, it is definitely like I said with Egypt, a sexy desert type of fragrance. It's just completely that vibe. Picture that in your head, smell African leather, and you'll be like, oh shit, this is pretty good. You know what I mean? Is it my favorite? Not really. But it has that feel, you know. Where do I stand with afternoon swim? I haven't really worn it as much. The thing is, I still love it because, like, you know, that my girl got me that fragrance. Like, it's a gift from her. So, like, it stays very close to my heart. But it's just that I can't get over the two fragrances I'm wearing right now. Just those two together are absolute beasts. So good. Is tuxedo too formal? Hell no. Don't let the psychology of it saying tuxedo mean that you can only wear it on formal occasions. Wear that shit even if you're dressed down in a sweater. You will smell fine. All right. It is great in the winter. Absolutely. Yeah, it is salt and pepper. Yeah, babe knows. She knows. Doing well, rocking Hollis. You know, I really got to try that, Jimmy, because you especially have told me about how fire that fragrance is. And I think the price point is pretty good too. So I would love to. I hear it's like a bubblegummy sort of scent. They say if you like Invictus, you'll like Hollis. Oh, I have a feeling that Oh Well in Club Black is going to work. What's Oh Well? What's that one? You bought Portrait of a Lady, Acro Awake, okay. Dang. I remember Acro Awake, nice coffee fragrance. No, I don't think that You Are Fahrenheit is sexy at all. Facebook groups are crazy on Hollis right now. Man. Yeah, I think I actually did create a Facebook recently, like, just to kind of test it, but, like, I couldn't use my username. Oh, somebody sent a tip. Let me show some love. Views. Thank you for the tip. Thank you. Oud Wood Carlisle or Oud Symphony, if you can have one, and which is the most versatile? All right, I'm immediately taking Oud Symphony out of the picture because that is my girlfriend's. So out of all those, if you ask me like on her or on anybody else, definitely Oud Symphony. But for me, the most versatile, it would be between actually Oud Symphony and Oud Wood. But for me personally, I would pick Oud Wood just because it's warmer where I'm at. Carlisle is an amazing fragrance, but I haven't thrown it on since like my girl was here and she wanted me to wear it at night, and I did. But to be honest, like I was kind of getting nauseated with the smell because it was getting intense, and it's summer. You know what I mean? It was a summer night and it was still like a bit too strong for me, so I had to like change my sweater. Yeah, she loves Carlisle. She loves Carlisle. Okay. Thoughts on Sauvage Elixir? That shit lasts a long time. I think that if you love the Sauvage DNA and you want the long lasting version of it, then you can get Elixir. I will say I think the OG Sauvage, the EDP is better in my opinion, just because I like the freshness and the versatility that it offers. But I'm not too crazy about Elixir. But I know if you want a sweeter version of Sauvage, you're going to love it. So that would be what I would say. You know, it's crazy. The thing is, Gabrielle wants me wearing Carlisle even if it's 100 degrees outside because that's just how sexy it is to her. So, but if we're really talking versatility, then Oud Wood, hands down for that. For me, for her, Oud Symphony. Okay. Do you have a frag that you got plenty of compliments, but yourself doesn't like it? Yeah, I have. Side Effect. Side Effect by Inicio is a fragrance that, and it's not that I don't like it. Well, I'm just not the biggest fan of the boozy fragrances. So, for me, whenever I would wear Side Effect, it was a bit too intense for my nose, and I'm like, okay, push through. But then when other people around me smell it, they're like, you smell so good. Oh my God, that's so nice. What is that? Blah, blah, blah. Nose to the neck sort of reaction. So this is what I do for the community. You know what I mean? We got to test this shit out in real time. And then I give you the real feedback so you know, what the people out there like. So, and again, that's why I specify in my videos what are my favorites versus what I recommend. Because some people, when they watch videos that specifically say in the title, my favorite summer fragrances, they're like, oh, you're talking about the same stuff. You need to give us new recommendations. And I'm like, this video is not about giving you new recommendations. It's about telling you what I'm wearing, If you want recommendations, then, just watch those videos. Thanks, Russ. Hi, Melissa. Much love to you and yours. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you showing love. I do remember seeing you commenting and stuff like that. You've been on my live, so thank you for showing all the support. It means the world. And that goes to everybody on this live, everybody that watches my videos. It's just, I don't know, this is super awesome. Just being able to talk about things I enjoy. This platform, this community is just amazing. Okay, what is my favorite winter fragrance? I love Carlisle. I truly do. I see you got the Versace The Dreamer. A lot of people don't like that fragrance. Dude, I don't. You know what? I love this scent. Bro, it's like a $26 fragrance. You know what I mean? Only people that have told me, look at me, only people, but I'm pointing at this, all right? She is very gorgeous. The only people that have told me they didn't like this fragrance were men online. Every single person that has smelled this on me in real life loved it. They're like, oh, you smell so good. What is that? Especially last summer, I wore this shit nonstop. This was my summer fragrance when I was working. You know what I mean? When you're working during summertime, everybody loved it. I've only tried one by Redo Fragrance, so I can't speak on the one that you're asking about. Black Phantom is nice. I will go with Pacific Rock Moss over Virgin Island Water. Yeah. Ominous Home is a good fragrance. I have a video about that. Hi, Sandra. Dang, I'm falling asleep. But thank you for another great live, Melissa. Good night to you and Gabrielle and everyone in the chat. Thank you, Sandra. Always appreciate you, too. Make sure you get some good rest. I will also be turning in a bit, but I want to just make sure I answer as many questions as possible. Dreamer smells like a clean hotel to me. I don't know why, and I can't like that. Okay. Respect that. Let's see. Is La Nuit de l'Homme good for summer nights? Yes, it is. It is. Picked up hard candy. You can't wait. Ooh, exciting, exciting. Would you ever make a collab with? Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm down to do collaborations with anybody. Like I feel like that'd be a cool, different type of video for the channel, and I know that there's a lot of people have different, like they have very strong opinions about particular people online, and I understand that, but it's also like I feel like it's also different when you talk to a person, like in person versus just watching their videos online. You know what I mean? So of course, like I'd be down to do collaborated videos. That'd be cool. What batch of events is to avoid? I really don't know. I really don't know. There's just too many that are off that I'm not like this one, this one, this one. So I don't think it's safe to I don't know, I mean it would probably be like an online type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. What did Montree say, Emily? What is he saying? If you've ever smelled one man show, Ruby Edition, people say the same thing about that. Ooh, okay. When are you coming out with your own fragrance? Definitely love to do that. Would definitely love to do that. Least favorite fragrance line. First thing that comes to mind is Gucci. Ooh, somebody sent a tip. Average Joe, thank you. Something like the one, but longer lasting, you the goat. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, man. Look, the one is already a good fragrance, but it's like, if I can't think off the top of my mind a grapefruit amber fragrance that smells similar enough to it. I would say if you want the one, get the EDP concentration. Stay away from the EDT because that shit definitely won't last. Even though the EDP does kind of give people some trouble, what I'll say is if it kind of gives you a headache to overspray it, if you're going to go out on a date or something like that, spray your clothes. Like you can overspray your clothes and kind of put that away from you. You know what I mean? So it has time to dry down. But by the time you wear it, you'll still smell amazing. The fragrance will still last and it's not going to irritate. Like it's not going to feel too much and overwhelming for you. Okay, let me see. Mood for Greatness. Haven't tried that one yet. Watching from the Philippines. Thanks, Raymond. Thank you. Thank you. We love seeing all the global love in these lives. It's awesome. Change your mind on JPG Le Male Le Parfum. To be honest with you, like the Le Male fragrance to me was just very, like it just reminds me of a dad's scent. So I'm not really that taken with it. Let's see. Head up to San Fran and hit up Sebastian Jara. I'm trying to think, like the thing is, okay. I'm trying to think in my mind because like I've told you guys, I don't really watch fragrance reviewers. So I mean I know Michelle, like she's awesome. Like her and I shared a mutual dislike for Hyrax by Zoologist. I talked to her recently. She's awesome. But really outside of that, I don't really know a bunch of other fragrance creators, but of course I would be down to do some collaborations. That would be really cool. All right. Any barbershop scents that I like? Oh hell yeah. I love At the Barber's by Maison Margiela. Lovely fragrance. My most expensive fragrance, maybe like Royal Crown or the Clive Christian. Might be that one. Yeah. Is buying a clone of a famous frag worth it? There's a bunch of Middle Eastern fragrances that some YouTubers are recommending because of its performance. You can definitely try because, I mean, look, people are going to dog on clone houses because of the lack of originality, which I could see, right? But at the same time, like for the people that are trying to just get a bang for their buck, then, you know what I mean? Like, why not try a dupe house? Yeah, no, I got a beautiful girlfriend. What is a fragrance made for cashmere sweater in winter? Carlisle. 1000%. Naxos. A gajillion%. So, that's amazing. Sweetie, oh, neither of those. Army's photography. Nah. Enigma, pass. Sweetie Oud, a pass. Do not like those fragrances at all. Let's see. Dude, stop. Don't worry. I got that under control. No. Slay! Okay, let's see. I'm contemplating between... Oh, shoot. Where'd your question go? Now I gotta scroll up. I lost it. shoot. Best site to order decants from. ScentSplit has them. Max Aroma has them. You could do that. Black Afghano, I have not tried that fragrance. I'll answer a couple more because, man, I told Gabrielle, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably do like a 20-minute live. And then I'm sure when I talk to her after this, she's going to be like, oh, yes, 20-minute live. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, oh, Inicio by Rehab, or Rehab by Inicio. It is a nice scent. It does remind me of Spice Bomb Extreme, a more niche, high quality version of it. But and it's I love that fragrance, but if you really break it down to the cost, it's like, which one have I worn more? Spice Bomb Extreme, you know what I mean? But yeah, the quality is fantastic in that scent. The most all-time sexiest designer fragrance ever. Where is it? Le Nuit de l'Homme. Love that fragrance a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. The feminine one, I love Good Girl. I really, really do. Best date nights or best date scents. Salt and Pepper is really good. Elysium is really good. Carlisle is really good. Oud Wood, very, very good. Molecula 1, a unique, sneaky type of fragrance. I just gave away my top 5 fragrances for the month. Actually, no, I'm going to rotate one of them out. I will. You got 4 of the 5 fragrances I will tell you are my favorites at the end of the month, which is a video I do at the end of the month. Let's see. Ew, man. And I thought you were cool. Ew, boo, boo. Okay, did you ever get compliments from Club de Nuit Intense? I did. I got compliments on that fragrance like the first time that I wore it. And it was funny because my sister's boyfriend bought that fragrance from my link. And I was like, what do you think of it? And he was like, it's okay. Like, it's nothing that great. And then I tried it and I got like 3 compliments from 3 different women. You know what I'm saying? So like that thing is, again, what's sexy to the feminine nose very different than what's sexy to the masculine nose. So I'm going to be honest with you about what works for certain types of people. You know what I mean? So if you get my recommendation for like the what's sexy to the feminine nose and you yourself are a guy and you don't like it, like no shit, you know what I mean? It's not exactly supposed to be sexy for you, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a nice scent. Okay, let's see. Intense is the truth. Okay, what do I think of? Ooh, that's a great one. Honeysuckle. I'm thinking honey blossom. No. There's another one. I haven't tried the honeysuckle one. No, I have not tried that one. Okay, we need to update this. Wait, which one? What did I miss out on? And you guys are... Oh, top 10 Pound Town fragrances. Number 1, Salt and Pepper. Number 2, Carlisle. Number 3, Oud Wood. Number 4, Elysium. But Elysium specifically with Salt and Pepper. Number 5, Spice Bomb Extreme. I'll give you those top 5 right now. Number 6, Blue Agave. I'll give you those 6 right now. For her, Rose Blanche, Oud Symphony, Blouse, A Trep Revs, and there's another one. Those are the 4 main ones that I really, really love. Hi, Bruno. I don't really wear Prada Black as much, but if I did, I'd only keep it to like 2 sprays because it's like strong enough for me, you know? Let's see. Do you own any celebrity fragrances I like? Not really. Hi, Ivan. How are you? I am doing well. Thank you. Yo, Melissa, your channel's blown up. You got trolls now. Congrats. That's how you know things are going right. When people actually spend their time trying to get you down. You know what I'm saying? That shit always puts a smile on my face, especially when it's on my videos, you know, because it's like I'll see one, then I'll click their page, right? Because whenever you click their username, you see how many comments they've left on your videos. And I remember there was this time that I clicked and this person had like over 60 comments just dogging on my videos. And then I remember like I responded to him once and I was like, thank you for like literally putting money in my pocket by watching my stuff. And then he never commented again. And it's like, look, you can talk all you want on my page, but your views mean support. So thank you very much. You know what I mean? Appreciate the love. Let's see. Perfume. I think you should own a perfume TikTok account. I do. That's where I started. Is TikTok. Melissa National. Same username. Same username. I do need to try the Cristiano Ronaldo ones. I do. Enigma Thoughts, not my favorite. W Mindset, thank you. Been asking for a P.O. box to send you decants. Russ, do you have an Instagram? Because I only share my stuff on Instagram. Because there are some people, like, you already know there's already trolls in this live right here. So, like, I'm not going to put my stuff there. But DM me on Instagram. I do my best to reply to everybody. And I will definitely send you that stuff. Troll love confused Curtis. Thanks, Zane. So drop Jose, any good? Oh, the intense. Haven't tried that one yet. Haters gonna hate sis. Yeah. And you know what? I get a lot of questions about that, especially from subscribers that are like, Melissa, I'm gonna start my own channel. Like, how do you deal with hate? How do you deal with this? And they're already thinking about it before they even posted their first video. So I get that people, like, you know, people want to be liked, right? And they're like, that's the reason that you see people with private accounts and stuff like that, is because they don't want to be made fun of online and stuff like that. But it's like, when you realize that, you know, it doesn't really matter what people say. Like, I'm not gonna let anybody's judgment get in the way of my happiness. Like, that's fucking stupid. You know what I mean? So just having that self-confidence and knowing that regardless of what people say online, even if it's a positive or a negative thing, is you cannot rely on that for your own validation. You know what I'm saying? So if people rock with you, cool. If they don't, that's fine as well. So just post whatever you want to post. Ooh, you got the fragrance. Let me know what you think, Ivan. Let me know. How many perfumes have you collected altogether, even the ones you gave away? Definitely over 100 so far, including the ones I gave away. Maybe like 120 or something around that. Embrace the haters. They watch the most videos. Yeah, no, that's a fact right there. And they're very dedicated, very, very dedicated. And it's like, look, love comes in all forms. You know what I'm saying? It comes even in like forms of hate and jealousy. Like, people that feel those emotions towards you will still watch your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just gotta let it roll. Okay, let's see. Do I have any advice for starting a fragrance TikTok YouTube channel? Okay, specifically, Emily, if we are talking TikTok, the key to TikTok is posting like a couple times every day. It's like, TikTok is a numbers game. It's a big numbers game. And just really talk about what you like. You know what I mean? There are some certain trends. For me, I never really cared too much about what trending sounds were. I would just explain things that were in my words with my opinion. And that really stuck to people because I made it more personable. But yeah, just keep posting consistently. With YouTube, same thing. Utilize YouTube Shorts because it really pushes out the reach. So you can find a new audience, or you can just grow your audience better like that. And respond to every single comment. Respond to every comment, especially when you're starting out, to build that community. I mean, I still try to do that now with you guys, like, even though I can't get to everybody, just so you know, okay, she gives a shit about us. Like, she is responding to questions. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you don't want to be somebody that has like 10 followers and you want to keep growing, but the people that are commenting on your stuff, you just leave them on red. You know what I mean? So make sure people feel heard and seen and stuff. All right, last couple questions because it's almost 80 minutes now. And I mean, I told myself I wouldn't, but here I am. What frag do you think? Oh, I do not know who Walter White is. Is that like Walt Disney's arch nemesis? Walter White. Sounds like an evil ass name, you know? But he's probably a nice guy. I don't know who he is. Is Tobacco Vinny still worth buying if you got Carlisle? You can. I mean, I love Carlisle better, but they're totally two different scent profiles, so go for it. When you're focused on your own purpose, you're happier when you see others walk theirs out. No, I see this, and let me tell you, and you said, when you're focused on your own purpose, you don't have time to criticize others. This is a big thing right here, because like, that is completely true. For me, with everybody around me, like, I want to see them win. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, the switch up that you see with people that, like, you know, the people that kind of saw my channel as it was growing, they're like, oh, why are you doing that? Blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, they're seeing my channel get bigger, and they see that, oh shit, she's worked with like YSL and Bulgari and stuff like that, and they're just like, oh, blah, blah, you know what I mean? All of a sudden they try to get cozy. Or it goes the opposite, where people like you when they feel like you're inferior to them, and then all of a sudden when you're getting your shit together, they switch and they're like, oh, you're not who you used to be, because they want you to be in that box of that inferior person in their mind. So you gotta stay away from those snakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay away from those snakes. Okay, y'all. Anyways, thank you for watching this live. Again, to wrap it up, my favorite fragrance, Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. I do have a discount code called Melissa20 that you can use on Precious Liquid's website. It's on their limited collection tab, so you get $20 off if you want to show some love and literally save money. For the things like Rose Blanche and not Oud Symphony, Rose Blanche and Blue Agave, you can use the code Melissa10 and get $10 off if you want to show love that way too and save money. But I love Elysium too, Molecula One bangs, Montrese. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, Adela. Appreciate you all. And let's talk about more chains too, because I love that conversation. You guys have no idea. That shit's so good. But have a great night, morning, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you later, okay?